Everybody, welcome to the Delta Shootaround preview. Joey Ramirez here with associate head coach Brian Shaw to break down tonight's game. Coach, when you look at the Lakers and the Timberwolves, and specifically on the Lakers side, it seems like it's all about defense right now, shoring up that defense. You got JaVale McGee in the middle. He's been really good. How do you help out JaVale with the other four guys that surround him?
Well, one of the things that we have to do is we put a lot of pressure on him to clean up everything at the rim, and he's been doing a great job of it, as you mentioned. But one of the things we want to focus on is keeping the guys on the perimeter so we don't have to rely on him to come over and block shots. And what happens a lot of times, if he comes over and he blocks shots, tries to block a shot and he doesn't get it, the other team, we're vulnerable for offensive rebounds in that regard. So last time we played the Timberwolves, they got 20 offensive rebounds with Karl Anthony Towns getting 9 of them and Taj Gibson getting 5. So tonight, needless to say, our focus is going to be on defensive rebound and being physical and boxing out. And then because they come to the offensive boards so regularly, if we can get a clean rebound, we can get out and run them the other way.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of JaVale, he's the NBA's blocks leader. He's a guy that has really, owned the paint for you guys. Are you at all impressed or surprised by the way that JaVale has come out and made such an immediate impact?
I'm impressed. I'm not surprised. I coached JaVale for 2 years in Denver. Right. So I know his ability. He has the ability to do that. What happens a lot of times, it can be a blessing and a curse because then he starts just going for block shots and not necessarily having himself in position to deter them from even coming down the lane in the first place. But he's been doing a great job for us. Now we have Tyson Chandler to help shore up that when JaVale is out of the game because we get pretty small when JaVale is out of the game. So looking forward to adding him to the mix and seeing what that does.
Yeah, Tyson's a guy, his blocks average isn't very robust like JaVale's, but he kind of provides that same rim protection. It kind of sounds like what you're talking about where he alters the shots instead of swatting them. Is that a fair way to describe Tyson?
Exactly. JaVale is more of a shot blocker, and I'd be willing to say that Tyson may be a better rim protector just because he does get his body in position more. He takes charges, but just getting in there and altering shots is something that he is a strong point of his.
Tyson's always been one of the best pick-and-roll bigs in this league. You throw him in a group with Rajon Rondo or with LeBron James. Just how much of an offensive weapon can he be? Well,
it's going to put tremendous pressure on the defense. If they don't tag him as a roller, what he's known for is catching lobs at the rim, and we have a lot of guys that can get downhill and throw the lob. And so just one more guy that we can add to the mix that's going to put pressure on the rim and on the opposing defense when we get into our pick-and-roll game.
Last thing for you, Jimmy Butler is a guy who dropped 32 on you guys just 9 days ago. He's a guy who's expected to play tonight. How do you do a better job on him this time around?
Well, Jimmy's going to take his shots and he's going to get his points. One of the things that you can't, when guys get to a certain level in this league, you can't necessarily stop them from they're going to get their volume of shots. What we have to do is really, really make him work for everything he does and for everything he gets and try to wear him down as the game goes. And then he really killed us in the fourth quarter with 3-pointers that he hit down the stretch. And so, one of the things that we may have to look to do is just get the ball out of his hands in the fourth quarter if it's a close game.
All right, Coach, that's Brian Shaw. I'm Joey Ramirez. We got the Lakers and the Wolves tonight at 7:30 at Staples Center, and we'll see you there.